All right, it is now time to do the NFL predictions for the AFC and NFC Championships. And I will say this, there's four of us to make predictions. My oldest son, Ethan, who's 18. My son, Brady, who's 15. My youngest son, Lincoln, who's 6, along with myself. And Brady won this season. So he started over when the playoffs started. And through the wild card weekend, my youngest son, Lincoln, won. So here was what we were looking at. After the wild card round, Lincoln had 30 points. Brady had 25. Ethan and I had 20. Now, we had to get 5 points for each prediction. If we picked a game that nobody else picked the winner and we get it right, then we get double points. So Lincoln got a couple of those last week. That's why he's got more points. So into the divisional round, after the divisional round, well, Lincoln only got one right, so he's at 35. However, Ethan and I got 3 right, so we're tied with Lincoln at 35. Brady is at 40. So now going in to the games for Sunday, we'll see what happens. So we got the first game, the AFC Championship. You got the New England Patriots traveling to Denver to Mile High Stadium, a stadium that we visited just a few years ago, took a tour of. I think it had a different name at the time. Of course, it's Mile High Stadium, but it's like Empower Field or something. But anyway, so Denver is the number 1 seed. However, they are now without their quarterback, Bo Nix, who got injured in last week's game. We found out after the game he would not be playing in this game. Won't be playing in the Super Bowl if they win. And so 3 of us, myself, Brady, and Ethan, all picked New England to win. Lincoln stuck with the hometown Broncos because it's in the game's in Denver. I explained to Lincoln that their quarterback's out. You know, he's 6 years old. But he said, you know what, I'm still sticking with them. And they could win. Jared Stidham could have the best game of his life. And anything can happen. I would like to see Denver win this because I do not want to see another Patriots Super Bowl. Even though this is a totally different team. This is the last time they were in the Super Bowl. You know, I thought after Brady's gone, after Belichick, I said, you know, it could be years before Patriots return to the Super Bowl. But you know what? It might not be. Just a couple years. So everybody has Patriots except Lincoln. He's going to stick with Denver. And then we move on to the NFC Championship game. You've got the Los Angeles Rams traveling to Seattle to take on the Seahawks. Seahawks are number 1 seed. And this is a NFC West rival. They've already played twice this year. I'm not sure exactly what the record was. I probably should look that up. I don't know if they split those games or if Seattle won both. I don't know. I think Seattle's a lot better team. They're definitely not unbeatable. Darnold has been injured. He's going to play. We'll see how that plays out. Brady and I went with Seattle. And Lincoln and Ethan both took Los Angeles to win. Like I said, either team could win. I do think Seattle's better. But, they're definitely not unbeatable. And the Rams do have a good team. So it's the AFC and the NFC Championship game. We're supposed to get a bunch of snow. Hopefully, we don't lose power or something. We want to watch these games. We'll see what happens. Enjoy the games, and we'll be back for a Super Bowl prediction in a few weeks.